What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Paranormal Man. This time, we got two more videos. One by Sir Spooks, and the other by Top 15. Leave a link in the description down below to their channels. Go check them out, because they're awesome. So first up, we got Sir Spooks, 5 scary ghosts caught on video, and then after that we have a video from Top 15 videos that'll give you goosebumps. I'm ready to dive in. Are you? Let's begin.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 creepy ghosts caught on video. So, let's begin. A YouTube user going by the name of LN Troller uploaded this ghost footage on November 23rd, 2006. He'd gone to the Manassas battlefield in Virginia. They videotaped there, and as they later on watched the tape, they noticed a woman dressed in white walking along the fence line.
Firing for the Union Brigade and Brigade, which is next to the old Henry House. No, Mrs. Henry, 84 years old, India, in the house. The house was hit by shells.
Now, why didn't he notice that when he was
Ellen
recording?
Troller wrote the following, quote, "There were no reenactments going on that day, and we didn't see her there. If you look to the left of the house, you will see a small black fence with a marker that encloses the graves of Mrs. Henry, her daughter, and her son. The ghost is walking away from the graves to just an open field. We are convinced that this was a paranormal experience." End quote. This is one of the oldest ghost videos I've been able to find on YouTube, and I personally find it to be quite compelling. Some skeptics have said that the woman could have been anyone just taking a walk. But since the entire family stand by the fact that the woman wasn't there while filming, maybe it could be a Civil War ghost. I've enhanced the footage a bit so you guys can make up your own minds.
That one I leave open to kind
YouTube
of
user
interpretation,
Arrowhead
kind of.
HC uploaded a video taken on the Shipley Hollow Road, which is a road in Sale Creek, Tennessee. The road is notoriously known to be haunted, and the ghost stories of the area go as far back as 150 years. The ghosts are known as Pity Pat, and the area is known as Pity Pat Hollow. The most famous story takes place in 1775, in which a female settler and her 4 children were on their way home at night in a horse and buggy. As they crossed the bridge, they heard a pit-pat, pit-pat, and a beast ran out on its hind legs in front of them and scared them. The beast is usually referred to as an imp. The horse got so scared that the buggy flipped, and the woman was thrown from it. The woman died, and her children were carried away to be devoured by the imp. This video doesn't appear to show an imp, but it does show a figure at the side of the road that the upload refers to as a ghost. It's hard to tell, but there certainly does appear to be something there. Whether it's a ghost or something much more mundane remains unexplained.
Again, I leave that one open to interpretation.
This video, uploaded to YouTube on Halloween of 2006,
My apologies for the
claims
stuffy
to
nose,
show
by
a
the
ghost
way.
face show up in one of the windows of the abandoned and haunted Hazelwood Hospital in Maysville, Kentucky. The girl filming the video gets scared by this sighting.
Oh, that's creepy. Whoa.
Apparently, this footage was reviewed by the TV show Ghost Asylum, and they thought the footage was fake. And so obviously a lot of people were convinced by that conclusion, because it was said on TV. But let's watch it again enhanced. The movement of the face does appear to be slightly out of sync with the camera zoom, but nevertheless, if it is indeed a hoax, then they did a great job incorporating the ghost face into this grainy footage and make it look so seamless. It fits very well with the quality of the video, and whatever the case, I still think it's a very creepy video.
I agree. You know, real or fake, that got a little bit of a jump out of me.
An old video taken from the footage of a surveillance camera inside a Walmart in Oxnard, California, allegedly shows the ghost of a Mexican-American little girl. Apparently she looks as if she comes from the 50s or 60s, workers at night.
Okay, I have to stop and comprehend that for a second. Did he just say the ghost of a Mexican American little girl? Like, ghosts have ethnicity? Like that's supposed to matter to them now? She's dead. Why? Why are we racially categorizing ghosts? Why is that a thing? That... Wow.
Balls bouncing around by themselves. The girl herself has even been seen and is said to be playful, giggling and smiling to workers at night. In this video, she appears from behind a clothes rack before disappearing again. The footage is blurry, so you'll have to look carefully. Take a look. What do you think? Could this be the ghost of a girl, or does it just appear that way? Is it just some sort of an illusion? Let me know what you think.
I don't know, but we don't want to. I mean, we don't want to trigger the ghost, right?
I recently found this video on YouTube, which has only about 500 views, and it really creeped me out. It was uploaded by Mystic Paranormal on August 15th, 2017. They were parked outside Hamilton Mill. One of them took a photo which then seemed to have a creepy ghost face in it, appearing outside the window. Take a look.
I think we seriously got a face, Chris.
Look at that. That's a face. There's no denying that. Look at that.
Yeah.
And you remember that
Oh, I just got chills.
that hag looking thing that I was just showing?
Yeah.
That good photograph? Hold on a second.
Oh, I feel sick to my stomach right now.
And that
I got chills right now too. That's kind of
face shows
creepy.
up and a car's driving by. Alright. Oh, it's really bugging me right now. The cars are driving by because I want to try to photograph it again. So after this car goes by, I'm going to see if it's still there.
Yeah, I'm really freaking out because it's on my side of the car. I don't want to turn and look, see if it's on my side.
Something's moving
my window.
out there, Chris. Just stay calm.
I'm seriously about to freak out.
Hold on. Look out the window real quick with the camera. Do you see anything?
I'm too...
Oh, we got another car coming. Hold
My
on.
heart is beating really fast right now.
I don't see
I'm
anything.
really freaked out.
Alright, right, guys, I could get a clear view of that side right now, and there is nothing out there. But that is like, I mean, it's a small picture, but
Zooming and enhancing the picture clearly shows a face, or at least something that looks like a face. The two people in the car are clearly freaked out by their ghost sighting, so maybe this was indeed a real ghost looking at them through the window.
That was kind of
It's
creepy.
honestly a very creepy face.
I was expecting
Looking
something
at
more
the
to
videos,
happen.
I don't feel like
I
they
was
faked
expecting
it.
something
Now,
more to
whether
happen
it's a
right
ghost
there.
or something else, I won't make a conclusion on that. That's up to you guys.
But hey, you forgot to racially profile the ghost.
So that was 5 creepy ghosts caught on video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Alright, so that was interesting. I'm just gonna move right along to top 15. Oh, wow.
Number 15, Mall
Top 15.
Child. The last thing you'd want to see in a mall closed at night is a kid, or even worse, a child ghost. That's what a mall security guard in Brazil purportedly recorded at 2:30 a.m. The video was later submitted to Reddit. In the clip, you can see a small figure moving up what appears to be an escalator at a distance. What an escalator would be doing on at 2:30 a.m. I'm not sure. When the security guard races over to the escalator, the camera pans up, but there's no one in sight. It's also unclear if the escalator is still moving. Then it pans around, and behind him in the darkness, you can see a child figure in white skipping across the linoleum. BNRP in the comments translates the Portuguese. According to him, the security guard says, "See, what did I tell you? Look at her there. This is the second time I see her this week. I had to film this to show people because nobody believes me when I tell them. Don't know about you, but I believe him now." Number 14, Mine Shaft Mystery. If you've
kind
ever
of
been
creepy.
down a mine shaft, you know how eerie it can be. So imagine hearing these sounds while you're down there. YouTuber Retro Electroville published this footage in June of 2011 of a mine shaft in Del Zura, California.
Sounded like a big snake hissing at him.
In the mine canyon area writing, we come across an open shaft with creepy sounds coming from it. Creepy is right.
Actually, I think it's on the right.
The sound is a strange hissing noise that seems to be coming from deeper within the shaft. Of course, whatever is making the creepy hiss is out of view, so we can only guess as to what the source might be. Is it a phantom? A pile of snakes? Despite knowing the true source, the sound still gives us goosebumps. Number 13, On the Prowl. It's every parent's worst nightmare, someone taking their sleeping baby. Luckily, that's not what happened to this Vallejo family, but an intruder came so close that it will send goosebumps up your spine. Strangers entered their home during the night, after which they discovered footage of the prowler on the security camera in their baby's room. The 1-year-old baby was asleep in his crib as the stranger peered into the room. In the next room, a girl was also asleep. The children's aunt was reported by CBS Local as stating, "Anything but kids. You can take everything away, just don't take my niece and nephew." Luckily,
No
the
kidding.
prowler made off with only some of the homeowner's valuables. Those can be replaced, but I'm betting their sense of security can't. Number 12. Hallway footage. This goosebump-inducing surveillance footage is from 2013. Prosecutors outline the sequence of events that unfolded after school that day. A school teacher entered the girls' bathroom, followed by this student, only to never appear again. The student is then seen in the surveillance footage calmly rolling the recycling bin along the hallway. When the teacher didn't return home that day, her father went to the school to look for her. At the trial, he said when the surveillance video was revealed to him, he was horrified watching her enter that bathroom. He said he just wanted to warn her not to enter. Though this video seems so innocent and just like any typical surveillance footage, the backstory behind this footage is enough to give anyone goosebumps. Makes me want to never enter a washroom alone again. Number 11. The Figure. Security cameras often capture things we'd rather not see. This footage, posted by Redditor JHood3119, reveals a creepy-looking creature ambling in the vicinity of this upstate New York security camera. A friend installed a security camera because his dog kept freaking out for no reason.
You know, these all may not be paranormal, but, you know, as long as they give me goosebumps, it's doing its job.
J-Hood writes, and it seems the dog was freaking out for a reason. As you can see, a figure passes into view, moving strangely and seemingly wearing a headlamp and holding a flashlight. But then halfway across the snow-packed yard, the figure completely vanishes, although a flashlight beam still appears at the right side of the screen. What could this be? Well, some in the comments of this thread consider the possibility of the supernatural, saying the figure's strange walking and eye shine is creepy and inhuman. But others are not having it. Human or paranormal, what do you think? Based on the dog's reaction, there's definitely something there. Number 10.
Not sure.
Paranormal hand. Ever caught something in a video that freaks you out beyond measure? Joey Shade did in 2018. Shade writes, I put my phone down on record to see what had been taking things out of my garage. I noticed a second video I did not record that showed something move the phone closer to the door, but saw what looks like a hand of some sort. Shade begs viewers to tell him what this freaky fingered creature is. It's hard to tell, but whatever that thing is, I think it's time to move. Whatever the case may be, that hand certainly looks menacing to say the least. Number 9.
Screw my possessions, I would be gone.
Sometimes
if I
anger
saw
comes in the
that.
form of a crazy woman guarding her property. For YouTuber Jack C in May of 2018, this was the case. Jack explains that he and his friends were riding along a trail they'd never explored. It led to a stranger's property, but it wasn't clear that they were on private property, as there weren't signs or fences around it, and in the video, it really doesn't appear private. It looks like a forest, a free-for-all. According to Jack, as they were heading out, a woman came out of nowhere and started confronting them.
I'm sorry, get off!
I'm sick and tired of you bull!
This is the first time I'm here!
Bull! You guys are here all the time,
No, it's
scaring
not
my horses!
Grabbing hold of Jack's backpack to throw him off balance, which led him to busting his brake on a downed tree that was in front of him. As he climbs out from under his bike, she can be heard screaming at his friends as well. She then gets in his face, saying that him and his friends are there every weekend on her private property, scaring her horses. Jack writes, moral of the story is to be careful of what trails you choose to follow. It seems to me that this chilling event was just one big misunderstanding, and I hope this woman doesn't choose to act this way in similar future situations. Number 8. Buried alive. Snow sport enthusiasts live on the edge, knowing that doing so comes at a cost. They're risking their lives for the rush. This video is one example of the levels they'll go for the sport. A video from March of 2011 shows skier Chris Bilbao from Portland, Oregon, speeding down a snow-capped mountain in British Columbia. With a video camera strapped to his chest, Chris makes his way down the mountain when an avalanche decides he's not going to make it very far. As the surface of the snow cracks, Chris's skis are pulled out from under him, and the rush of snow blankets over top. Right before being buried alive in snow, you can hear Chris exclaim as the camera continues to roll. Then all you can see is white. You can also hear the muffled sounds of Chris. A frenzied noise indicates he's trying to dig himself out of the snow, or someone is trying to dig his way in. Then above him, finally, you see the light. His friends are digging him out of the avalanche with a shovel. There's probably no more welcome sight in the world than this. The avalanche in question did not overcome him entirely, and Chris said it was like being in the ocean. Although the rescue was quick considering the circumstances, that must have been a long 8 minutes under the blanket of snow.
Moral of the story, don't ski in restricted areas. This is why.
In situations like these, preparation can be the difference between life or passing on. Number 7. The Repairman. Afraid of heights? Look away or this one might get you. The video illustrates the day-to-day of those who climb tall towers to work on the antennas and transmission lines of the world's tallest skyscrapers. Imagine starting out your workday with a fierce climb. The clip from the tower climber's point of view shows the climb up a 1,768-foot tower, and it's a rough one. Don't worry, there's an elevator up to the 1,600-foot point. Still, the rest of the upward ascent is nothing short of daunting. 168 feet of climbing up a ladder, carrying a 30-pound tool bag, which hangs via a rope below you. With this frightening view all around, no thanks. At the top of the tower, the climber is no longer surrounded by the metal structure. Now he's free climbing up small rungs with nothing surrounding him, should he lose his footing. I suppose this is what gives us goosebumps with these types of clips. With one wrong step, one wrong move, a stroke of bad luck, or the wrath of nature, the climber is moments away from a long fall. Number 6. Abandoned service room. When you enter an abandoned building, you don't expect to find a fully functioning service room inside, but that's what YouTuber Shai found in February of 2018. The footage begins at the top of a tower in an industrial-looking area. He then enters a building.
Wow.
The place is obviously abandoned, with
I'm just taking a couple seconds to breathe that in. That was very, very creepy to see.
no soul in sight, an empty auditorium, a lonely ping pong table, and then descending to the cold, dark basement, which is where he finds the service room in question. Picking up the phone, although he doesn't hear a dial tone, he does receive the tone indicating the phone has been disconnected. Also inside are loads of hardware and servers, blinking lights flashing and all. Next, he happens upon an old computer, which he plugs in. Pushing the button on the tower, the modem turns on. Windows 95 appears, then a black screen with code. A username password screen appears. After attempting to enter something, Shai is told by his live streamers to hit cancel, which he does. He is then allowed to enter. After exploring the computer's contents for a bit, Shai decides to unplug the computer and gets out of there, muttering about a potential secret government project. Was Shai on the right track? Did he just tap into something top secret? I guess we will never know what were on those computers, unless Shai decides to go back and investigate further. Number 5. Ejection. Being a pilot can seem like a glamorous job.
That's scary to think about. You know, they just leave important government documents like that behind just for anyone to find. I can't imagine what would have happened to him if he got busted. That would be bad.
job, but sometimes it's downright terrifying. YouTuber Don MCL1 published this video
Whoa.
in October of 2006. The clip shows a jet taking off from a runway, but soon sirens start sounding off, while the aircraft's nose points skyward.
T6NL. T6NL.
Lots of talk back and forth over the radio is indecipherable. The nose then pans sideways, clearly indicating the aircraft is out of control. Over the radio, you can hear someone mention engine failure.
T6NL. I'm ready. Okay.
Right before someone says eject, 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 as the nose of the plane turns downward.
Liking at 2, copy your brake after the north.
Shortly after, the plane nosedives and the footage scrambles. While the description of this video doesn't reveal much about the incident, Kiwi Jet Pilot in the comments section appears to be quite knowledgeable about what happened here. First off, he clears up the description of the plane, saying it's not an F-16 but a Canadian-flown British-built BAE Hawk. He states that this occurred in May of 2004
was a bird.
in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, during
It was
a
a bird
UK
that
Royal
flew
Air
to the
Force
engine.
crew training mission, but this video shows they survived by the skin of their teeth, a little too close for comfort. Number 4. Collective Rising. Warning to young explorers, don't enter abandoned malls at night. Jaskinho published this footage in September of 2018, illustrating exactly why. Explaining that the mall in question is Charlestown Outlet Mall in the US, he writes, "This is an older video I thought I'd drop for you guys. The mall closed for good over 30 years ago, and I did record a video here before, but there was talk about the basement level, so we went in. While the first 9 minutes reveal your typical exploring of the abandoned mall, 9 minutes in, one of the crew peers into a dark room beyond, and that's when he hightails it out of there, followed closely by the rest." One of the bunch says they were running for nearly 5 minutes. According to the one who first ran, he saw someone in the room beyond. Although the video didn't capture the figure, we can only imagine what this group came across. And with that in mind, I think they made the right choice getting out of there ASAP. Number 3, the hallway soundtrack. Walking down an empty hallway can sometimes send shivers all over your body, especially when the hallway looks like this. Spurred Burglar from Washington in the US uploaded this spooky video in 2016. He says that his flat is upstairs, and he makes his way through this hallway in the middle of the night 6 days a week. The hallway in and of itself is spooky. The sound on top of it is nothing short of ominous. The noise certainly is thumping and rhythmic like music, but it's unclear what it is or
That
where it's
is
coming from.
creepy.
It gets louder as the uploader approaches the end of the hallway and the beginning of a new one. A new sound enters into the mix, like a heart pounding. While the thumping declines, the heart pounding remains. Then you hear some sort of haunting music enter in faintly, before it escalates the closer he gets to the elevator. The video of the hallway also distorts a bit. Your heart races as you anticipate a jump scare from something unknown, but when he pushes the elevator button, the audio disappears. What could this possibly be? I don't know if I want to know. Number 2, Bridge Creature. Everyone knows seedy stuff happens under bridges, and YouTuber Last Leaf Studio found.
So was number 3 just kind of a fake out? And that's the vibe I was picking up from it. It's a very good fake out. I'll give it that much, but it seems like it was just a fake out nonetheless. So
found evidence of this in July of 2016, posting a video entitled, "Some creature creeps under the pedestrian bridge in Kiev."
Oh, I've seen this stuff
Footage
before.
shows traffic passing by on a highway in Ukraine's capital as the cameraman is posted alongside a pedestrian walkway. Scanning the scene, the camera lands on the pedestrian bridge overhead. Look closely here. Beneath the bridge, you can see a large creature, apparently somehow holding onto the underside of this bridge, creeping across it bit by bit. You can even see its limbs move as it makes its way across. At first in darkness, the figure makes its way towards the light. A close-up of the creature reveals that this figure is distinctive. Its outline and limbs seem to be that of a human, or at least that of a humanoid creature. But what human can traverse the underbelly of a bridge like that, and why would they? The other option is that it's something with an immense amount of strength. What do you think it is? Before
I still
we get
have
to
no
number
idea
one,
what it
my
is.
name is Chills, and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I looked at some videos on the... Thank you. This way, you'll be notified of the new video we upload every Tuesday.
Alright.
Number 1. The Night at the Club. Some videos on the internet can haunt you. February 20th, 2003, Station Nightclub, a Great White Concert. The headliner takes the stage seconds after they open with their Billboard hit Desert Moon. Pyrotechnics are launched by the tour manager as part of the spectacle. Little does he know that the acoustic foam located in the ceilings and walls around the stage will soon go ablaze. Most initially believed it was part of the show, but soon the crowd began to understand that this was not a controlled incident. The band's lead vocalist, Jack Russell, said into the microphone, "Wow, that's not good." Before some of the band and their entourage fled the stage via the west exit, a stampede towards the main exit resulted in a bottleneck and trampling. Cameraman Brian Butler for WPRI-TV of Providence was there that night filming for a piece on nightclub safety. Some of his footage was released to national news stations.
That's
If you're
ironic.
wondering if you can stomach the footage, take notes from Redditor Buffalo8087, who writes, "The worst part is in the beginning there's so much screaming, then as people are running outside you realize it's actually pretty quiet, not because people calm down, but because you are actually listening to the people still inside." Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because we upload new content.
Wow, okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna go lie down for a little bit. Maybe watch some Mini Lad or Nogla. Ugh. My stomach's turning right now, guys. That's how creeped out I am. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like the video and subscribe. Go check out Top 15 and Sir Spooks. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.